Hey y'all, welcome to Mississippi Girl Life. I'm just a country Mississippi girl married to a New York City boy and a mom of three living in North Carolina.
If this happens tomorrow, 2026, reality check. Blackouts, bank outages, phone service down. What would you do? Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, Mississippi Girl Life. All right, y'all. So we're going to talk about something today. We're going to get into a little reality check, okay, for 2026. If the banks go down, and you just at home, just all of a sudden, you living, you doing your everyday thing, and all of a sudden, you learn that there's a bank outage. Or the lights go out. Okay? Like I said, you're doing everything just go off. You go over to your phone, you try to get your phone service down. What would you do? Are you ready for that? Just think about that. Are you ready for that? Do you have the necessities in your house to be able to function? Do you have that hand crank radio that you can try to hand crank, try to listen to see what's going on? Because you can't call nobody. You can't call nobody. It's a blackout, so there's no power. Even if you could go to the banks, there's no power. So you can't get nothing out of the ATM. It runs off power. You can't go buy nothing at the store because it runs off power. But this is the kicker. Maybe you can benefit from the store if you got cash on you at that time. Because without cash on hand, you can't go to that store and buy nothing. So the store may be like, set up a whole thing of everything is manual. They may be able to have like some generators to get some power on temporarily. And that just may be for like the cooler areas or whatnot, depending on where you're going. I know one time when I worked at Walmart, the power went out because we was finna get a storm. Our registers went manual mode. And there was so many people didn't even know how to count change back. But they used all the backup stuff for those coolers right then and there. So what are you going to do if you're not prepared in some kind of way? Can you go and say, okay, let me start pulling out my candles, my flashlight, bam, got that right there. We got cases of water. We're going to be good on water. All right? We got this. How many of you can actually say, I'm ready? Because see, normally if things like that happen just out the blue, everything is down, there's no guarantee it's going to be up in 24, 48, 72, 96 hours. There's no guarantee. A lot of people forget that there's a first time for everything. There's a first time for everything. So just because it's never happened, don't mean it won't. Okay? Rising strain on the grids. The grids can easily go down. Especially with all this AI stuff, it is strain. We got extreme weather. Droughts. See, extreme weather don't just mean, oh, a storm is coming. Oh, it's going to be real cold. Everything going to freeze. Oh, no, you got the whole thing. The drought. The droughts that's going on. All these wildfires that's going on. They using water and stuff and things already drying up. You have to look at that. The online banking. Everybody, I've heard people say, I don't carry money on me. Now, I understand if you're going to say that to keep people from knowing you got money on you. I understand that. But I'm talking about there's people I know that don't carry, when they say they don't carry money, they don't carry money. They don't keep money at the house or anything. You should always keep $20. I'm saying that because at least $20 on hand if you don't like to keep no type of money. I'm not telling nobody to keep no big money at their house. I'm saying there's people won't even keep $20 in cash. And the best thing to do is have it in all ones. That's the best thing to do is have it in all ones. And some coins, some quarters. All ones and some quarters. Because you may go somewhere that has a generator and they may have a couple things hooked up or whatnot. And you may need coins. Like if you need to go get air and put in your tire. I don't think payphones exist too much, but if the grid is down, they ain't gonna work neither. But you know, you may run across somewhere that may, you know, people start improvising. They got a generator, they got this, you put air in your tire. Quarters. You never know. So a couple quarters and some ones. How many of you will be prepared like that if you in your house having your morning tea, coffee, and everything go off? If you in your house at night, then got ready for bed, laid up in there comfortable, you know, watching your show, eating a few snacks, maybe drinking a little beer, a little wine or something, and everything go off, bloop, and everybody just sitting there like, as if you could see your eyes in the dark going like this. You know, some of them cartoons that be dark and you just see they eyeball white and they just be doing it and moving all around like. What if that happened? What would you do? Can you lay your hand on, you know, 9 times out of 10, probably gonna get your phone and cut the flashlight on your phone so you can see, so you can go get your flashlights and stuff if you have it. These are the things people need to start realizing now and thinking about. And so many people is not doing it. So yes, y'all. These are things we need to pay attention to. Okay? We literally need to pay attention to all of these things. All right? So that's what's going to catch a lot of people off guard. They are going to be off guard. You hear me? They not going to know what to do. What to do. They're literally going to be off guard. It's going to be like, imagine everything go down at once. Imagine the amount of people that's going to sit, hey man, what's going on? Oh no, I think the lights went out. And then you find out that it's a worldwide or nationwide or whatever blackout. Because somebody then got in the system and did this, that, and the other. Or the grids just done simply fail. You know how long it could take to get the grid back up? And a lot of people say, oh, that ain't never happened over here. That'll never happen. You don't know. And I don't want to take that chance. So tell me in the comments, let's make it a little fun. What is the first thing you're grabbing if there was a blackout? Everything go dark. What is the first thing you grab it? I can't wait to hear these comments. What's the first thing? Please comment below and let me know. With that being said, I hope I put something in somebody's head, something to think about that will at least help them eventually. Okay? So make sure you go over to MGL's Home and Garden if you want to see my shopping hauls and my garden stuff. Shopping hauls and my garden stuff. Hey, and my home stuff, all that type of stuff. Okay. If not, that's fine too. You may just like the prepping and the survival and all that type of stuff over here. That's now solely on Mississippi Girl Life. So with that being said, though, you go ahead and end this here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you be notified each and every time that I upload a video. And I will see you in the next one if it's Jehovah's will. Y'all, please be safe, stay vigilant. I love y'all. Bye.